Okay, so we are beginning a new chapter, a new theme of After Enlightenment, and I have to say it feels very different now. And in many ways, the relief I feel right now to be out of that first beginning stage of enlightenment almost equals the relief I felt to actually being enlightened. It's nice to know there's continuing relief. This feels much more settled, more anchored, more confident, definitely less angsty. So, I mean, there's still the challenges, of course, but there's the confidence. And that really is the big difference. You know, there are the challenges, but there's this confidence that you can walk through them. And that's huge. You're not undermined by them anymore. You're not taken over. So anyway, this chapter begins on October 7th. Oh, life continues to be a cosmic comedian. No sooner had I written that the real creation can begin. Remember I wrote that? I wrote, from this anchored place of acceptance, of 0 point, the real creation can begin. It's true, I have to have that 0 point before I can really do the creation. No sooner had I said that all of my past creation distortions reared their truly ugly heads. But of course, it could be no other way. As I'm attempting to create my new website after enlightenment, I'm being faced with all my past creation resistance and all the truly ridiculous ways I've been blocking my own energy. The technology blocks are ridiculously and seemingly huge. There's this strong underlying fear and judgment regarding technology, that it can't be trusted, that it's the root of all evil, that it's leading to our demise and disconnection as a species, and also that it's just complicated and we don't get along. It's a running joke in my family that I shouldn't touch technology because I make it malfunction. And it's true that in all of my work that uses technology, there have been the most ridiculous, obscure glitches that no one has seen before. And I can't figure it out, so I always need to be rescued. Mostly rescued by my husband, and that has never been fun. Graham is an amazing man and a truly impeccable husband, and he is. But technological rescue pisses him off, and therefore it pisses everyone else off too. Seriously, whenever he has to rescue us technology, this dark cloud comes over. We know not to go to Papa for rescue. And that is why he doesn't even know about my new project. I won't tell him until it's done, so this time I can only be rescued by myself. And man, does my limited human creator need rescuing. The resistance to formatting my website has been building to a fever pitch this week. And yesterday, when I finally started tackling it, the most obscure and inane glitches and malfunctions started happening. Oh, the rage it unearthed. And this rage feels eons old. I felt this rage back in 2007 when the technology glitches began when trying to record my pre-birth communication meditations. Strange things kept happening that Graham had never seen before, and when my 7th attempt at recording my meditations didn't work, I kicked a hole in the wall. Yesterday, I wanted to tear the house down. But yesterday, it was also very clear what was happening. That is the clarity of enlightenment. It's very, very clear, the patterns and the old things and what you want to keep and what you don't. It's very clear. So, other than a frustrated growl and some inner tension, I was able to rein it in. Luckily, I know it's all me now. All of the energy is me. I am the technology. I am WordPress. I am YouTube. I am social media, though I admit that last one still makes me cringe and I'll have to work on that. And I am safe. Technology may be my most out there other than energetic distortion. I'm finding it's one of the hardest things to own. But it is just me. It's an energy of myself that I've been strongly resisting and judging, and it is time to get over it. I successfully and quickly created my book 4 years ago. What all spirit babies want their mamas to know. It was a new energy creation that came together like magic. I recognized my blocks then and officially worked through them. And that particular creative process keeps flooding to me right now. Oh, how I loved my week in beach house isolation, creating that book. It was joyful. And the beginning parts of my new website, After Enlightenment, were joyful too. Creating the logo, choosing the template and the colors. I loved that. I can love the rest too. I can enjoy this technological creation. I can face any problems calmly knowing there's either a solution or a different way. I will not use ridiculous technological distortions to resist my own energy any longer. I release all distortions, confusion, and complications around technology. All conscious, unconscious, and subconscious creation limitations are now permanently and completely lifted and dissolved. I am the technology. I am the creation. I am the limitlessness. Nothing is withheld. Nothing is impossible. Amen. I wrote a little more later on that day, and we'll just go for it. So later, I took myself for a walk in the woods, which I haven't done in a while, to help move the energy through me, and I loved that walk. I loved it. And I just want to add some commentary here. Going for walks in the woods would be one of the main sources of how I would move the ick through me. Many times I would enter into the woods feeling like a victim and exit leaving just much more empowered. I knew I had to go to the woods to move the energy, but the wonderful thing about being in the woods this time post-enlightenment was that there was no victim consciousness. Even though I knew there was this resistant energy in me around the technology, I didn't feel a victim to it, even though I knew I had to face it and move it through me. And that was a huge change, just a really huge change, knowing that I could enter into the woods to move energy without feeling like a victim, but just do it. And all through my walk, I am just affirming and commanding and recreating. I'm not trying to resist anything. It was just a wonderful experience. And then I wrote a list of intentions and commands regarding my new website. And I'm being reminded to do less, allow more. I'm recognizing what energies do not belong in creation, like the compulsion to get it over with. My work has almost always felt like homework, something I have to do, something I'm supposed to do, and not something I particularly want to do. There has always been a resistant procrastination, get it over with feeling, and that does not belong anymore. Because first, I don't even have to do this website. I don't. I've given myself permission many times not to do it. And each time I do that, I realize how much I really want to do it. I really want to. So this is not a have to. It's a want to and a get to. I get to do this. And in any way I want. And I do want to experience it with an ease and a flow and a joyful, magical effortlessness. I'm open to the new way. I give this over fully to my divine self, and I am listening. All right, there's just one more. I know this one's getting a little long, but there's just a little more later that same day. Later still, as I approached new energy creation, I quickly realized I will be learning new things, not just trying to make my limited pre-existing skills fit into a new box. That was a really big realization for me. I can learn new things about technology without it hurting. I can actually just go in and explore and learn new things. Today, I learned how to successfully crop my iPhone photos to make them fit as YouTube thumbnails. And that's a big deal here because it was pissing me off so much yesterday. I also learned how to easily embed my YouTube videos into my website, something that I was making really difficult yesterday. I've done all this stuff before, but the new websites are very, very different now than when I created my other website. So it really is relearning everything in a new way. And in many ways it is easier, but I have to get past what I knew from my past creations. Tomorrow, I will easily learn more new things. Today was important in raising my levels of technological self-confidence and self-competence. That huge wall of resistance is mostly gone. Nothing, absolutely nothing is impossible. Amen. There we go. I'll see you again soon.